Runners on three. 1, 2, 3, runners!
Yeah, I mean, I think the history of this program is so unique, and I just keep learning more about it in my time here. And it's really important to me that we carry on that tradition, and that each group, you know, Team 1 through Team 30 through Team 50, each has a story that we can learn from.
We have talked about being Team 50. I think with that comes a lot of pride for us, knowing that this program has been so successful in the past.
The reputation and what you've done in the years past definitely bring a reputation to the teams after you.
It's another chance for Metro. Bree Morley left side gets the kill.
You know, some of our conference opponents have only had recent success in the last 5-10 years. You know, when you go back to how long this program has had success, that's pretty special.
You know, people talk basketball and soccer, but volleyball has been the program that has been here steady every year, very competitive, good every year. And recently, 18 NCAA tournaments, you know. 5 only women have coached here for volleyball. You know, I don't know if people have realized that. And that's not true, you know, in this day and age.
The empowerment and the growth we've seen in women's athletics from the time MSU Denver started volleyball and 50 years later, it's pretty apparent how far women's college athletics has come.
I really think that the thing that is important that I can see is just the way it's gone on after I stopped coaching. So I came in '68. There was no campus. The practices and games for volleyball were at the downtown Denver YWCA, and then any tall girl that walked across campus or that walked into a classroom, both me and the players that I had already started working with would go up and say, "Hey, would you be interested in playing volleyball?" And she'd say, "Oh, maybe." And so we recruited from the campus itself to start with.
Yeah, it's absolutely a challenge recruiting at MSU Denver. You know, I mean, we've got a non-traditional housing situation, but when I first got here, we didn't have a housing situation at all. Actually, for a few years, we had them out in Belmar, and we had to shuttle them to campus every day, you know, in for classes and practice and back home. And so, you know, for the athletes who can recall that, they know that was one of the big challenges. And for coaches, when we're recruiting, that's a huge challenge.
Oh man, this Roadrunner defense has come alive here in the 4th set.
You know, we would always sell winning. We would sell, there was already a strong tradition of winning in the volleyball program at MSU Denver before I arrived. And we would sell that. You know, if you wanted to be a part of a competitive program on a national level, we had that to offer.
In 1975, I awarded the first scholarship to a woman who played volleyball. And then later on, we would add 1 or 2 a year. It's what it should have been in the same realm and same development as the men's programs, but the women's programs just didn't happen at the same time. I filed 2 Title IX lawsuits. So I was trying to force it along.
She played from 2008 to 2011, number 5, Darcy Schwartzman.
I think it's important that we continue to appreciate the women who paved the way for all of us to have those opportunities. Those ladies were paving the way for the rest of us to have coaching opportunities and for these young women to have the types of playing opportunities that they've had.
With Title IX and with the, you know, evolution of college athletics, the program has changed significantly over the years. So just to celebrate that growth and where we are today and the opportunities for young females to earn scholarships and get an education and play the sport they love, and in the process be role models for young kids. You know, we always talk about utilizing the sport of volleyball, not letting the sport use us. So we want to use the sport of volleyball to learn about life, to prepare us to be successful the next however many years that we have on this planet.
And people always say that things in life worth having never come easy, and that's very true with volleyball.
Far side back to Michaela Smith. You keep going to her when you need a point there.
And I think that's part of the reason Metro is so successful is because we've always had coaches that push us and realize that it's not going to be easy, but after you kind of taste that success, you see that it is worth having.
So like hard work, never quitting, time management, all of those skills are easily transferable into like every career path that you could ever choose.
And you know, I knew for women in the professional world that if they didn't get it together during the college experience, that they were not going to thrive when they got out into the business world or wherever they decided to have their career. And so I knew that we were developing a disciplined mentality and a skill set that was not only going to help these young ladies graduate and graduate successfully, but also be successful the minute they hit the ground running in their careers.
So to see them all go through and grow and mature and graduate and have a great experience was huge.
I pushed as hard as I could, and the kids who played in those years are successful not only in sports but other aspects.
So we are always going to challenge ourselves in the pursuit of excellence. We always talk about that in the pursuit of excellence is where the most lessons are learned and the most fun is had.
Runners on 3, 1,